Hey, what's up guys, it's me again. Today we're gonna take a look at the Sony WF-XB700 wireless earbuds. Now, these are the most affordable, truly wireless earbuds from Sony. They retail for $130. And this being the least expensive model, they are quite basic when it comes to features. For example, they don't have transparency mode, so you cannot let in ambient sounds from around you to stay aware of your surroundings. And it doesn't have app support from the Sony Headphones Connect app. So they can't receive over-the-air software updates, nor can you customize its sound quality and features like you would with Sony's top-shelf model, the WF-XB700. But otherwise, it does seem quite promising because it's got up to 18 hours of battery in total, 9 hours in the case and 9 hours in the earbuds themselves. That's 50% more playtime that you can get from the XB700 than even the top-shelf model, the WF-XB700. 10 minutes of charge in the case gives you up to 60 minutes of playtime. Not bad, pretty fast. It's also got IPX4 water resistance, so suitable for light workouts, gym use, hands-free calling with HD voice. Now, this is something that we're gonna test later in our phone call quality test, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. And finally, it supports USB Type-C charging. So even without all the bells and whistles that you get at the higher price points, this looks very promising. Especially for me, since it says here extra bass, and I'm a bass head, so I'm very excited to see how this performs in terms of sound quality, and you guys are also gonna hear how they perform in terms of voice mic quality for phone calls and audio to video latency for gaming. And as a benchmark for these tests, I'm gonna use the Jabra Elite Active 75T. Okay, so you've got some literature, the case, earbuds, and here we've got a USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable and some extra ear tips. It's a pretty compact plastic case with a very tight hinge, so the chances of it opening accidentally in your bag is very low indeed. It's got a matte finish, USB Type-C port at the back. Each of these earbuds have a single control button. The button on the right earbud handles music playback controls as well as controlling your voice assistant. The button on the left earbud handles volume controls, but they both can do phone call controls too, because you can use both the left or the right earbud individually in case you simply want to use just one side for phone calls. They do feel a little plasticky, as in they don't feel as premium as the WF-XB700, but they are quite lightweight, and this should have a positive impact on comfort and stability. And they also have that redesigned tri-hole structure, so they should feel very stable in my ears too. Yeah, they feel a lot more stable in my ears. They do feel quite stable. I mean, if you want to work out with these earbuds, they will stay in your ears better, a lot better in fact, than the WF-XB700. And they kind of are a little more comfortable than the Jabra Elite Active 75Ts because they don't fit as tightly in my ears. Man, I just wish the WF-XB700 had this kind of fit and stability. Let's test the sound quality. Wow, okay. The XB700s are really for bass hits. I was actually comparing them to the Jabra Elite Active 75Ts, which I regard to be one of the bassiest, if not the bassiest, sounding truly wireless earbuds in its price category. But the XB700's bass is in some ways louder than that of the Jabras, especially in the lower bass range. However, I do feel that the Jabra's bass sounds a little tighter, like it's got a little more impact in the upper bass frequencies than the XB700s. But if you're looking for a heavier sound signature, then the XB700s fit the bill a little better than the Jabras. Plus, it is a little louder than the Jabras too, by about 5 to 10%, so there's that extra kick in terms of volume. So overall, I gotta say that the XB700s sound bassier, warmer, and louder than the Elite Active 75T or the non-active version, the Elite 75T, because they both sound quite identical. But If you want a more hi-fi experience, I would suggest going for the Elite Active 75T because these earbuds display a cleaner sound signature overall. So it's got its track separation is better, it sounds cleaner and more detailed in the mid and upper registers, and its sound staging is a lot more, it's a lot cleaner too compared to the XB700. And you can also tune its sound signature to your liking using the Jabra Sound Plus app, available on both iOS and Android. And this really plays to the hi-fi crowd, because if there's one thing that audiophiles love, it is the ability to control how they want their earbuds to sound. So I wouldn't really say that this is for the hi-fi crowd. It's not for fussy listeners because it doesn't have that same level of control as the Elite Active 75Ts. But if you're a bona fide bass head and you like heavy, loud, thumping bass, then this is definitely something that you should check out. Now let's move on to the voice microphone test. As usual, I'm gonna play some really loud cafe-style background noise to simulate having a phone call in a noisy environment. And I'm gonna record a voice memo on my iPhone using these earbuds. Let's see how these earbuds perform in terms of voice mic quality, and as before, I'm gonna use the Elite Active 75T as the benchmark. Background noise, XB700, record. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So I think my voice sounded a little clearer, more natural on the Sonys, because the Jabras made my voice sound a little more muffled, don't you think? But they did do a better job than the Sonys at suppressing or cancelling background noise. Background noise cancellation was more constant throughout the entire recording on the Jabras, even while I was speaking. And this is very important, say when you're having a phone call in a noisy place, like in a cafe. Plus, the Jabras amplified my voice a little more loudly than the Sonys. So if you ever are caught in a situation when you are in a noisy place but you have to speak softly, then you're more likely to be heard using the Jabras than the Sonys. But if you are in a quiet place, having a conference call, then you will sound a little more pleasing to whoever's on the line with you when you are using the XB700s. It's now time for the audio to video latency test. This is where I test for audio to video lag by playing a video game using these earbuds on an Apple device and an Android device. As usual, I'm gonna use the iPhone SE as my benchmark for Apple devices. For Android, I'll be using the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now, if you want to know why I'm using a video game to test for audio to video lag instead of playing a video from apps like YouTube or Netflix, I've included an explanation in the description box, so check down there. First, let's see what no lag looks like on the iPhone SE. This is audio straight from the iPhone speaker, so no lag. Now the XB700, then the Elite Active 75T, and then we're going to repeat the same test on the Note 10 Plus. So the XB700s had just a little less audio to video lag than the Elite Active 75Ts on both Apple and Android devices. In fact, the difference is so slight, so small that if I hadn't slowed it down, no one would be able to tell the difference. But like I always say, you're more likely to experience such audio to video lag only when gaming. If all you do on your phone is watch YouTube videos or binge on Netflix, then you're not likely to experience much, if any, lag at all, because these kinds of video apps tend to correct for audio to video lag by delaying the video so that it lines up better with the audio. So, in conclusion, I feel that the XB700's value, based on its performance and features for the price that Sony is charging for these earbuds, is well within my expectations, meaning that I wouldn't expect to pay more than $130 for these earbuds. And it's pretty clear that Sony is targeting a very specific group of consumers here. People who want a lot of bass in their sound, but they also want a pair of earbuds that's capable of very decent audio performance, which this is definitely capable of. And people who like the Sony brand to begin with, but they don't want to pay top dollar for the WF-XB700. And instead, they want to go for something much more affordable and simple, but with very loud sound, powerful bass, great fit, stability and comfort for working out, great battery endurance of up to 9 hours in the earbuds, which is not something that you really see very often at this price point, and also something that's rugged with IPX4 water resistance rating. If this is what you're looking for, then the Sony WF-XB700 is definitely worth a look. But if you compare these with some of the top-line truly wireless earbuds in the market, like the Sony WF-XB700, AirPods Pro, and the Jabra Elite Active 75T, those earbuds are in a whole new category. And in that category, you gotta pay to play, if you want to enjoy those type of features and audio performance. For example, all of these top-of-the-line TWS earbuds have ambient sound pass-through, and if you need great active noise cancellation, I always recommend looking at the Sony WF-XB700, Sennheiser MTW2, or the AirPods Pro. The AirPods Pro is also very popular for one thing. It's got the lowest audio-to-video latency of any TWS earbuds in the market for gaming, whether it be on Apple or Android devices. And if you need something that's highly customizable and comes with a graphic equalizer, again, the Sennheiser MTW2, WF-XB700, and the Jabra Elite Active 75T. The Elite Active 75T and the AirPods Pro also has the smallest possible TWS cases in the market, if you ever want something that's super easy to slip into your pocket. This is why those TWS earbuds are premium priced. If you want to check their latest pricings, I've got their Amazon affiliate links in the description box. Do check them out. But like I said, if you need something a lot more simple, affordable, yet packs a heavy punch, the Sony XB700, $130, definitely worth a look. So that's all I gotta say about the WF-XB700, but if you want to add anything to the conversation, let me know in the comments section below. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please show that you like this video by punching that like button with a vengeance, Bruce Lee style, and sharing this video with your friends and family. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring the notifications bell, because I upload new videos, new content every single week, and this is the only way YouTube will notify you of new videos from this channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again, bros and sisters. Arrivederci. If you're a humble person like me, this shirt is a great way to show your friends how humble you really are. And whenever you look in the mirror, to admire yourself of course, it will also help to remind you to always be humble. So guys, this is a pretty fun shirt to wear. You can check it out in the link below. It's available in t-shirt, tank top and hoodie. Your purchase helps keep this channel going, and I appreciate your support, bros.